legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to Perfect World Mobile. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the most important defensive PvE pet that you can get. This is the Goblin. The Goblin pet is extremely important if you want to excel in PvE dungeons. What the Goblin provides you is that if you get a Goblin, most likely it will be the difference of doing an easy dusk or party dungeon or doing the hard version. Also in Mirages, you'll be able to do floors that are about 2 floors higher than what you're normally able to do. Alright, so the Goblin on my server costs about 35 million. And the thing is it's so valuable that the value of it keeps going up. I got my first Goblin for about 8.2 million. Now it's 35 million. Sometimes people try to sell for 40 million. Now it looks expensive. But once you get a Goblin, there's only 2 things that you really need to work on that's super important. And that would be the second core skill. The second core skill will give you that shield. Now you want to level to 15 so that it can it will actually give you a shield every 12 seconds. Then on top of the 12 seconds, you want to get your cooldown reduction. You want to get that cooldown reduction down to 3 seconds. So you need to get 86.7 cooldown reduction. That is the maximum amount of cooldown reduction you can get. The way to do that is by leveling up Speedy skill. Alright, so you can level up Speedy skill. Speedy skill is kind of expensive. So you see this person right here has a level 24 Speedy skill. And he doesn't have blue dex. But if you want to save some gold coins, definitely get the blue dex skill. It's very important. And if you get too much cooldown reduction, what you would do is you just go in there and restat your Goblin. Just give it just enough dex so that it's 86.7% cooldown reduction, and you can put the rest of its skill points into magic if you're a magic class, or into strength if you are a physical attack class. Now let's talk about the skills that you have to have. You're going to have Speedy skill. That is 100% needed. You can get blue dexterity, which this guy doesn't have. However, if you want a budget Goblin pet, do get the blue dexterity, which at level 30 will give your Goblin 60 more dexterity. And if that's too much dexterity, like I said, you can just reskill your Goblin and change it so that you take 60 of those dexterity points and put it into magic or strength. The next skill you need is haste. I believe haste is 100% needed. Stunning combo is great. Even at level 1, it's going to provide the stun. You don't have to level it up much. Also, stun removal is also great. Also very, very awesome. So those skills, so let's go all over again. All right, Speedy skill, super important. Haste, super important. Stun removal, super important. Stunning combo, super important. Dexterity, in my opinion, very, very, very important if you want a budget Goblin. After that, for your 8 skills, it's very flexible. For example, if you want it to give you strength, you want to give yourself the master of the Eidolon, strength and dexterity. Like this person, he gave himself strength and dexterity. He also used Poisonous Strike. Poisonous Strike allows you to use the Drain Chi elixir. So if you want your Goblin pet to couple as a PvP pet sometimes, then you can use that and insert the Drain Chi elixir. So if this is the first time you build an Eidolon, what you need to do is use cheap skills, very cheap skills, the cheapest skills you can find, and open all 8 slots before inserting these more expensive skills. Okay, I have other videos that shows you how to do that. And that is probably why he has P Attack Expert on the very last of the 8 rows. Alright, so let's talk about the next 4 skills. You get 4 more skills, which is independent from the 8. So you can put these skills in without overriding the 8 that you have. This skill is called Either Way or the Other Way. And what it does is that every time you are critted, when someone crits you, there is a 10% chance that they will be sealed. This effect can be triggered once every 90 seconds at level 1. At level 8, it's once every 83 seconds. And I guess at level 30, it's like once every 60 seconds or something, 61 seconds. In Asian servers, this skill only costs about 64,000 gold, so it's a cheap alternative, and you can probably leave this skill at level 1. You don't have to level it very high because there isn't that much of a difference, but it can still save your life if your enemy sealed for 2 seconds. This skill is called Purify. It is the ultimate skill that every pet needs in its build, and the price of it shows. It is actually 334k coins, gold coins, in the auction house inside the stall. This beautiful skill also synergizes with Avatar. So if you have the Avatar Elixir, if this removes a stun, it will help with, it will trigger Avatar also. But yeah, this is an absolutely amazing skill. Be sure to at least get it at level 1. At level 30, it's going to be like once every 30 seconds. So it's a really good skill, and everybody needs a skill on any pet. The next skill is either called graft or grafting or transplantation, or I like to call it reflect. What it does is every 60 seconds, it will reflect damage. At level 1, it's only 2%. And when it's at level 30, it will reflect 19.4% damage. So that's not bad if you can build it up. So it's a nice defensive skill for your goblin, which is a defensive pet, and it costs about 65k gold in the stall. Alright, so for your goblin, the most important is Avatar. You want to get Avatar up to level 5. If you can get it up to level 5, it will actually make you immune to control effects every time your goblin removes a stun. Now, Void Might is alright. At level 5, it will also reduce the healing that your target receives, and Stand Your Ground will just increase your vitality. But you need Void Might and Stand Your Ground because Avatar is super needed on your goblin. Next, you can get Unstoppable Force, which will, at level 5, reduce the evasion of your target by 8,300. The meta is going towards hidden evasion, so you're going to need Unstoppable Force. The next two elixirs aren't that special. I mean, Life Cycles and War Souls are nice. You can get those to increase the damage your goblin deals, but those are your least of your concerns. You can just leave those at level 1. But if you want your goblin to get a little bit more damage, then yes, go ahead and level those up. But I recommend leveling up War Soul, Life Cycles last. Now, a goblin pet will actually increase the amount of damage you deal a lot, because if you fully build your goblin, if you get it down to 3 seconds a shield, you won't die. And because of that, you can remove the Tides of Red. You won't have to have your Revive book, the Tears of Red. You don't need that book anymore. Just equip 5 different DPS books. You can equip like Roaring River. You can equip The Creator. You can equip like Battle Tactics. You can equip Moonshot. You can equip Appetites of Spring. You can equip Rouge and Red Lips. You can equip, if you want some splash damage, Existential Woe. So you can equip an extra damage book, and that will increase your PvE damage as well. And you can safely do that once you have level 15, the second core skill on the goblin, and also you have 86% cooldown on your goblin. Finally, let's take a look at his pet gear. Now, the pet gear is pretty cool. You can see that on the top left hand corner of each piece of gear, pieces of gear are crafted. You'll be getting like materials from like cultivation dungeons. Different dungeons will give you the materials to craft your equipments. These equipments can be swapped between your Eidolons, your pets. So if you make like one perfect set of gear, and you can just you don't have to make 2 sets, you can actually just equip them on the pet that you're using. Okay, now you see the top left hand corner has a crown. He's going for the crown set, and what that gives you is like the shield, a shield effect once he gets all 6 pieces with that crown on the top. He's still missing 1 piece out of that set. If he gets like the angel set, his pet will get a halo, If he has the devil set, I think the pet just has some like fire glowing underneath it. I strongly recommend everyone to work towards a goblin. I know the goblin, if you were trying to buy it, it's like 35 mil, and it's a big investment. One way to get it is by digging maps. I recommend you dig maps, which turn into advanced maps, into treasury manuscripts, and then eventually you get primeval scrolls, and then you can smash those together, hopefully get some chaos essence when you're digging, or you might even get an egg. All right, so by getting an egg, you have about a 20% chance. You have about 20% chance to get a goblin. If you get another pet like Monkey or Areola, you pretty much break even. You can just sell those and then just continue mapping. You can get a Siren, that also sells pretty well. If you get a Spitfire or a Wyvern, you do lose gold coins. So it's pretty much a gamble on whether or not you get a Goblin or a Wyvern or a Spitfire. If you want to, this is the way I usually get my Goblins, and it's a pretty good chance that you can get a Goblin. I have lots of friends who have gotten Goblins this way. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out, and comment below to be entered to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card on June 30th, 2021. Let me know what other videos you might be interested in. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll answer them as quickly as I can. I'll see you guys in the next video.